Week 23 of writing a book in 52 weeks. Second part of my 2017 review. Well, I'll give 12 more top tips for newbies. Stay tuned. Hi and welcome to another edition of 52 Weeks Later. I go by the name of only Dee Brave, and if it's your first time here, please hit the subscribe button so you can follow my journey of writing a book in 52 weeks. Quick question, how did you celebrate your new year 2018? Did you go out partying? Was it with friends and family? Did you go abroad? Me, I was in my pyjamas by like 10 PM, only to be awakened by little mini Dee Brave, who was awoken by fireworks. So now let's crack on to week 22. I am still editing, and it is a long process. I think for the next couple of weeks I'm going to take a little bit of a breather from editing and just concentrate on other things around the book. So last week was part 1 of my book writing review of 2017. This took the form of looking back at weeks 1 to 10 and then extracting a tip from each week. This week I will conclude the book writing review of 2017 by giving you guys 12 more tips that I believe that will help newbie writers that cover the weeks 11 to now, which is week 22. So let us begin. Tip number 11, editing is so necessary. This is true for any type of writing, not just books, but since this is a book writing channel, we're going to focus on how it helps in your story. It's important to actually write a story, but no story is perfect first time round. Editing gives you that ability to correct mistakes, remove stuff that's not needed, add stuff that is needed, and just improve the quality of your manuscript. Tip 12, keep on writing. When you consistently write, it becomes a habit and then you get into a routine. If the routine breaks, it can be hard to get back into the flow of things. I found this out to my detriment in week 12. I was able to get back on track, but I did have some difficult moments. I mentioned in last week's tips, expect the unexpected. So there are going to be times that you just can't write. However, there's also going to be times where you don't feel like writing and you feel like actually chilling with Netflix or cruising YouTube channels. Do not do this. Unless the YouTube channel is 52 weeks later, then you can just watch that as many times as you want, share, like, subscribe. But now seriously, keep on writing. Tip 13 is NaNoWriMo. NaNoWriMo stands for National Novel Writing Month, and this is where writers compete to write a novel or 50,000 words in a month. NaNoWriMo is not for everybody, but if you're interested, you can actually time the start of your writing with NaNoWriMo, or you can use NaNoWriMo to give your writing a little bit of an energy boost. Tip 14 is connect with other writers. These could be aspiring or established writers, doesn't really matter, just as long as you connect. I like connect. Anyway, so I was able to do this with NaNoWriMo, but there's other avenues that you can explore. So this could be Facebook groups, internet groups, Twitter, Instagram, Bookagram, Tumblr, so many different platforms. Tip 15, passion and perseverance. You have to be, how you say, passionate about your story. I do not know why I'm saying this in a French accent. But if you're not passionate about your story, how can you expect readers to stay interested? I found being passionate about a story and passionate about writing gives you momentum to keep on writing. So those days where you feel like, you know what, I can't be bothered, it helps you persevere through the barrier. Tip 16, make sure a first draft is in the plan. When I started off this writing process, I didn't factor in having a first draft. I saw it as me just writing and then editing along the way. But having a first draft, you've got like a full skeleton of your book. Tip 17, accountability partner. I believe that they are crucial in the book writing process. They help by offering support and hold you to your commitments. Like take me, only Dee Brave, for example. I have declared that I'm going to write a book in 52 weeks, and a good accountability partner will help me keep to that target. You can choose fellow writers to be your accountability partners, but in reality, anybody can do that job. Tip 18, win or lose, you still win. Now this one relates to NaNoWriMo. So in week 18, I finished my NaNoWriMo challenge, and unfortunately I didn't hit the 50,000 word target. I did come out with it with lots of benefits. NaNoWriMo forced me to improve my outline, improve my productivity. I came out with a first draft, and I was able to connect with other writers. Tip 19, draw out an editing plan. For me personally, I've got a 5-step editing process. Yours can be shorter or even longer, but it's best to have a plan so you're not just aimlessly editing forever.
Tip 20, let your story talk. In the editing process, you can get your computer to read out what you have written so far. It helps to hear another voice reading your manuscript. By the way, only Dee Brave is the greatest to ever do it. Whoops, how did that get there?
Tip 21, take a step back and take a look at what you've done. Sometimes when you're in the writing process, you're so focused, you don't realize what you've achieved and the progression that you've made. So it's always good to take a look back and review, like my review of 2017, and see all the goals and steps that you've done. My final tip for today, which relates to this week, tip 22, is expect the editing process to be long. If done well, it's not going to be quick. It can be quite repetitive, but it needs to be done. You can check out the videos that inspire those tips in the link up over here. And that was the end of my review of 52 weeks later for 2017. Thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, please like and share. I believe that everybody has a story to share, and I'm sharing mine with you.